Name of the album is Alliance of Thieves. We kind of just felt that it was pretty fitting to our sort of outlook and take on sort of world governments and society and the general makeup of what people consider to be normal or...
Yeah, the things that piss people off.
Maybe the things that people want to say but are too scared to say.
Yeah. We just wanted to kind of basically be adventurous with the production, and I think you'll hear that's what we did. And with my background in pretty much all different styles, I'm like, let's try this, let's try that. So we're not like, no, this is how everything has to be. With a lot of metal bands do, it's like, let's stay here and like just write, thrash.
The only way out of pain is to welcome it! That was actually really good.
There's a progressive element to it. There's vocal harmonies to it. It was really something that I wanted to be involved with. So we went forward and we kind of made plans to get this record going.
When we set out to record the drums, I really wanted to have the drums done in a place where I felt justified what a drummer is actually trying to do and really capture the energy and just sort of the heaviness. I mean, if you don't have the right drum sound on a metal album, it ain't a metal album. So we looked around sort of like production value of other albums that we were sort of listening to and just kind of found that Green Day studio in Oakland, California, Jingletown, was really one of the places to go. So we got in contact with them and we booked out a couple of weeks out there and flew out to Oakland, California and tracked the drums.
Going into the recording process, when we did the drums, working with John Deddy, who's a renowned drummer in the metal world. He's played with Slayer, Anthrax, Testament. He's a big part of the Meshiaak sound. We just basically gave him rough ideas when we were writing the songs and said, go for your life. Make this album as much as it is ours, yours. So when we hooked up in Jingletown Studios, he was just like, he was on fire. He just basically put everything into these songs.
I've had this history in the business of actually playing for bands that I wind up joining after they've recorded a record, and I wind up being, what it looks like from the outside as being a touring drummer, even though I'd joined these bands as a full member. So it was nice to actually come into this and actually start from scratch and be a part of the creative process. And when I started working on this record, I listened to the demos a lot, but I made it a point to actually not practice any of the songs until about a week out. But at that point, then it was like total immersion. I dived into, 12-hour days, really keeping to a schedule.